Hey, lady warriors, how are you? And good afternoon. I'm so happy to have you guys here with me, and I'm so excited to bring you this training. This is probably, I don't want to say my favorite subject, but this is probably one of the things I've been talking about a lot lately. So today we're going to be talking about nailing your niche, really getting clarity on your ideal avatar. And I got to say that this is probably one of the things that holds people back from success. Okay, I just started my 12-week launch bootcamp, and this is the second week number 2, and this is what we're talking all about inside of my 12-week launch bootcamp. So you're going to get a little inside peek as to what I'm bringing to my students inside of my bootcamp. I've got 24 students inside of there, and I can't wait to watch each and every one of them crush it in their business. So when you don't know what niche you're in or what your ideal avatar's pain points are, you tend to get stuck. You tend to want to talk to everybody. And let's be honest, the products that we have, the services that we have, they'll help everyone, won't they? They will help everybody on God's green earth to get their business, to be successful, to get the thing, to help them, right? It will. But that's not who we want to target. If you try to sell to everyone, you will sell to no one. So keep that in mind. Do not try to sell to everyone. Now, when you're first starting out, you want to make sure that you're reaching a targeted audience. And the reason for this is because you want to show your zone of genius. You want to show your expertise. You want to start building your audience. As you grow in your business and get bigger, then you can expand out. So let's say, for instance, my ideal avatar is female entrepreneurs, right? We've got lady warriors here in the group. So that's my ideal avatars, female entrepreneurs. Now, as I grow, I can certainly help some men out there that are looking to build a thriving online business. But for right now, I'm focusing on the female entrepreneurs, okay? So you want to think about that as well. So I've got some slides here I want to go through with you guys. So let's go ahead and let's get our slides up here. All right, so we're going to be going through identifying your niche. And a lot of people get this wrong. People think the wrong thing is a niche, okay? And your target audience. So what is a market? All right. And you're thinking, didn't you just say niche? Well, why are you saying market? A market is a broad area that includes all the buyers and sellers involved in the exchange of similar products or services. It's like a big umbrella covering a wide range of interests and needs. Okay. What is a niche? In simple terms, a niche is a specific area of a market. So remember that, a specific area of a market that focuses on a particular product, service, or interest. It's like finding a special corner in a big room where you focus on one particular thing that a specific group of people are really interested in. So now you know the difference. You have a market and you have a niche. So there are 3 evergreen markets. So an evergreen niche market is a narrow but stable industry that isn't subject to seasonality or the result of passing fads or trends. It doesn't need unsustainable growth hacks, okay, using my air quotes, to attract customers because an evergreen product or service is seen as essential to its target market. Now, let me explain that a little bit. There are 3 evergreen markets, and I'm going to go over those in a minute. These are things that people will always spend their money on. Think about this for a minute. It makes a predictable amount of money all year, year after year after year. It has an evergreen market, meaning its customers, they're not going anywhere. It has long-term potential to grow. It makes a safer bet than up-and-coming industries or categories. Finally, evergreen businesses are resilient to world events and economic downturns. Now, we've gone through both of those fairly recently. World events, right? We went through some sort of a pandemic, and then our economic downturn, right? But what is still selling? What are people still buying? Those are your evergreen market. What are people still spending their money on? So here are your 3 evergreen markets. You got health, you got wealth, you got relationships. People will always spend money to learn how to get fit, get rid of the wrinkles on their face, right? Get a 6-pack abs, eat healthy, right? People will always spend their money on that. Wealth. I want to learn how to make money online. I want to learn how to invest money. I want to learn how to do Airbnb and make money from Airbnbs, right? People will always spend their money on that. Relationships. How do I fix my marriage? How do I survive after a loss of a loved one? How do I survive after a divorce, right? Those are things people will always spend their money on. So if you're in one of these 3 evergreen markets, it's a pretty safe bet you'll be around for a hot minute, for a little bit, all right? If not forever. Here are some other evergreen markets that people will always spend their money on. Pets, sports, photography, beauty. Like people are getting married. I need a photographer, right? Home and DIY. I want to redo my kitchen, but I don't want to hire someone. I'd rather do it myself. Food, online earning, marketing, okay? People will spend their money on these types of things. They're not as evergreen as the first 3, but these are also really good niches to be in, or markets to be in as well. So your target audience, identifying your target audience. When you're looking at your market and you're looking at your niches, you have to think about your audience and who are you talking to? Who do you want to help? What problems are they trying to overcome or that they have currently? What products do you have that you can create to solve these problems for them? What are their internal objections? What are their beliefs? Well, I don't know if I know how to do this. I don't know if I have enough smarts. I don't know if I'm smart enough. I don't know if I'm tech savvy enough. What are those internal beliefs that they're going through? And then what are their external objections? Well, I don't have enough money. Well, my spouse won't support me. External, think outside, okay? So you want to dig into your target audience's mind. What is the biggest problem your target audience faces? What keeps them up at night? How do they feel about money? What are their money goals? What is their current situation? Are they living paycheck to paycheck? Do they have a little bit of a nest egg? Where do they spend their time? Who do they follow online? What groups do they hang out in? You got to go find them. You got to know where your people are hanging out at. It's easy to get caught up in the features and benefits of your products or services, honestly. And that's what a lot of us talk about on socials. But the fundamental question remains, why should your audience care? Why do they care about the benefits and the products of your services? Ask yourself that question. The key to unlocking this lies in uncovering their pain points and desires. Not just their pain points, okay? Remember this, not just their pain points. You also want to dip into their desires. What do they want? Do they want to live a life of financial freedom? Do they want to have more time in their life? Do they just want to save up for retirement? What are their desires? You have to dig into those as well as the pain points. You have to always be thinking, what's in it for them? If you have that in mind, when you are creating your content online, you will not go wrong. What's in it for them? Imagine trying to connect with potential customers without first identifying their pain points or desires. This approach leaves you with little to build on, making it difficult to navigate them through your sales funnel effectively. So let's say that you had a customer that you were talking to in the DMs. They commented on your post, you reached out to them in the DMs and you said, hey, thanks so much for commenting on my post. Did you want to start an online business or do you currently have one? And they came back and said, well, I currently have one. Okay, great. What type of business do you have? Well, I'm an investor and I help other people learn how to invest their money, blah, 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 right? Now, if your program doesn't help that person, is it really going to be the greatest thing for you to send them over a link? Probably not. That's not your ideal customer. However, if that was me, I would be like, really? Well, I'm looking at investing some money. How can you help me? You can turn it around, but you need to be able to identify and basically qualify that lead to ensure that they're a prospect, because you don't want to be wasting your time on people that don't need the things that you have. Let's look into 3 different ways to help you identify the pain points and desires of your target audience so you ensure that your product is solving the problem for the right audience. So the first one is answerthepublic.com. This tool offers a goldmine of insights into the questions and concerns of your target audience. by entering relevant keywords, you can uncover a wealth of information what your ideal avatar is seeking. So all you do is go to answerthepublic.com. It's free. You get 3 searches per day for free. Type in the search bar what your ideal avatar would actually be typing in there. So if it's affiliate marketing, if it's making money from home, if it's digital marketing, if it's master resale rights, what would your avatar type in there? How do I make more money for retirement? Okay. Then you can get some actual questions that your audience is asking, so then you can provide the answer. You can then provide the solution, but it'll give you a really good deep dive into what your audience is actually searching for. The next one, I know it seems obvious, but Google searches, okay? Utilizing Google's other people searched for feature allows you to dive deeper into the current queries of your audience, providing a direct look into their interests and concerns. So in other words, go to Google, type in what your audience would be searching for. How to make money online. Okay. How do I start affiliate marketing? And then you want to scroll down a little bit, just a little bit, and you'll see people also searched for, or other people searched for. And then you'll see like 4 or 5 other questions people are asking. That's what your audience is looking for. So now you know what they want. Now you can give them the solution. If it's something that you know, you should be able to provide them those answers and those solutions to those questions. And the last one, of course, is ChatGPT. This advanced AI can help you identify your audience's pain points through targeted prompts, offering a unique perspective on what your ideal customers are struggling with. You have to ask ChatGPT, say, my target audience is female entrepreneurs wanting to build a thriving online business using simple marketing strategies. Can you help me come up with 10 different pain points for my target audience so that I can help provide them solutions? Again, giving ChatGPT that whole thing, okay? You need to be able to ask it the right questions so that you can get the right responses. Then ChatGPT is going to spit out and give you some pain points. Now you know what the pain points are. You can help provide the solution. It's really that simple. So here's the ChatGPT prompt that I used. I want you to help me come up with and identify the pain points, and I put here, and solutions to those pain points for my target audience. I help women over 50 learn how to lose belly fat after going through menopause. And I just gave an example. That's it. So if you were to type this into ChatGPT, you would get some pain points and solutions to those pain points that you could help your audience overcome how to lose belly fat going through menopause, right? Over 50, women over 50. So take a screenshot. Here's your ChatGPT prompt. Go ahead and give it a try. Give it a try. In order for you to provide your audience with the right content so that they see you are holding the solution to their problem, you have to know how to talk to them. And if you're not telling them what's in it for them, they're gonna keep scrolling. They're gonna keep on scrolling. So you have to be able to put all of that out there in your content, okay? And you don't know what to help them with if you don't know what their pain points are or their desires. So here are your 3 evergreen markets, all right? You got health. But underneath health, remember we talked niches? These are markets. Health is markets. Underneath that market, you've got niches, okay? So we got fitness is under health, weight training, healthy eating habits, healthy meals. But it's more specific than just healthy meals. What do? I do healthy meals. You want to get more specific with your niche. So exactly how in the health market do you help people? Well, I help women over 50 with exercise routines to help them lose weight in their 50s. Fitness routines, women over 50, and give them some good fitness routines, right? That's your niche. Getting fit over 50, weightlifting for women, right? There's a lot of women that want to do some strength training, but they don't want those big bulky arms and look like a man. So how can you help them? So I help women over 50 do weightlifting and build their strength without looking like a man. Okay? That's your niche. No sugar recipes. Healthy eating for men, healthy eating for women, right? So I help busy moms create healthy meals, right? We got healthy meals for busy parents. I help busy parents create healthy meals for their family in 30 minutes or less. That's your niche, okay? It's not your market. Your market is health. You're in the health market, okay? I'm going to give you another example for wealth. Make money online. Yes, that is a sub-market of the market wealth. But more specifically, I help you learn how to make money online through the power of affiliate marketing. That's my niche. Affiliate marketing in the make money online market, sub-market in the wealth market. Finances, how to budget, how to get rid of bad credit. That's a niche. Luxury living, luxury travel, luxury on a budget. That's your niche. Investing for beginners, crypto investing, Forex investing, Airbnb investing. See what I mean? That's your niche. I hope that makes sense. Relationships, dating, family, marriage, parenting. These are all underneath the relationship market. But more specifically, how to get the girl, how to get the guy, dating in your 40s, 50s, or 60s. That's your niche. Saving your marriage, parenting, teenagers. Oh my goodness, right? That's your niche. So keep that in mind when choosing your niche, okay? So a lot of people ask me, so should I niche down? I've been hearing don't niche down. But here's what I'm going to tell you. At the end of the day, you're interested in getting more sales, right? Going through the process of defining your target audience and niching down is going to help you do exactly that. You want to build authority. If you have no authority in the space right now, you have to build that up. You have to get your face, your name out there. And for right now, you should concentrate on a specific group of people. It allows you to speak directly to your ideal customers. It helps you cater directly to them, okay? So if is, again, female entrepreneurs, or let's just say women over 50, all right? And you want to help them do fitness routines that'll help them lose the weight and keep it off after the age of 50. Well, after you've built that authority and you've proven that your framework works for your customers, now you can branch out and start helping everybody. But you can't start with everybody. You've got to be specific and help and build that authority. Okay? You want to build that expertise and build that authority in your niche. Remember niche? Women over 50, weightlifting without looking like a man. That's your niche, okay? Okay, so then you want to create an irresistible offer, right? You know what niche you're in now. You know who your audience is and what they want, right? Does your offer solve a real problem for your audience? Think about that for a minute. Does it really solve, like, what is their main problem? Does your product, your offer solve that for them? Is it something your audience would pay for? Would they be like, here, take my money. Like, this is an amazing, I want to learn this. I want to do this. Take my money. So here's a good exercise for you to do. I want you to write down 10 needs and 10 problems of your target audience in your niche and your solutions that you are going to create to help solve their problem. So for each need, each problem, there's a solution. Okay? Can you quantify the results of your offer to show a return on their investment, ROI, a return on their investment? Can you quantify those results? Like, I'm going to show you how to make money in the next 30 days. If they're going to pay you money for that and they're like, all right, in 30 days, I'm going to get my money back because they're going to show me how to do this, right? Does your offer clearly define the end result? So let's do the women over 50 wanting to lose belly fat. So at the end of 6 months, you're going to lose 10 pounds. All right. So I'm going to show you how you can lose the belly fat, or we'll do inches. I'm going to show you how you can lose 5 inches in 6 months. Okay. And get rid of the belly fat in the next 6 months. Clearly defining the end result. Okay. Does your audience know the value of everything that they're going to get? Are you literally spelling it out? I'm going to teach you how to do this. I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to give you a workbook for this. Does it clearly spell it out for them? And can you empathize with your target audience? And one of these, this thing is probably the most important piece. A lot of people overlook this. But if you had a whole bunch of belly fat and you struggled for years and years and years, and then you finally found the right blueprint, framework, process to lose that belly fat. Now you know what your target audience is doing, because they're doing everything wrong because they've still got the belly fat, but you lost it. So now you can empathize with them, because you're like, I was in the same boat 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I had all this belly fat and I learned the secret. Want me to share it? A lot of you are like, yeah, man, share that secret with me. I want to know, right? That's what you've got to do. You've got to empathize with your target audience. So a lot of times, and people miss this, a lot of times people don't understand their target audience is the person in the mirror. It just is, whether it's with losing weight, whether it's with divorcing a narcissist, whether it's with making money online. You know how your audience feels because you've already gone through it, or you're still going through it, but you're 10 steps ahead of them because you've figured it out. And now I'm taking the steps and, hey, let me show you and bring you with me. So that's typically who your audience is. Now, again, you will grow over time in your business. So don't look at that as like that's the only audience you're going to serve. All right, so grab the target audience workbook to get you clear on who your audience is and how you can help them. I did change the name of it. It's not the Dreamscape Handbook anymore. But one of the things I wanted to say is don't skip this step. It is very important. Spend the time, get to know your target audience, what they need help with, what they're struggling with, what their desires are. Like, I want to quit my job. Like, I want to quit my 9 to 5 and I don't want to work anymore. I want to work from home. That's a desire. That's not a pain point. That's a desire. Can you help them get there? Okay. I want to create time freedom where I don't want to continue going to work all the time and I want to create that time. Can you help them get there? So don't just focus on pain points, focus on desires as well. All right. So by identifying target audiences, you can focus on your marketing efforts and the right people. Take the time to identify your target audience and the problems they face. Then build your marketing strategy in a way that addresses their pain points, desires, and provide your audience with useful solutions. The key word here, useful. Okay. But once you do your research and find your market, your niche and sub-niche, target audience, you will reap the long-term benefits of niching down. So here's an empathy moment for you. I skipped this step, guys. I skipped it. It cost me 3 years of my success. Just flailing along. I'm going to help everybody. Okay. I didn't really nail down my target audience, my ideal avatar. I didn't do the work, and it cost me 3 years. Okay. So I try not to dwell on that. That's a learning experience. So now this is where I'm really drilling this into your heads, that this is the important stuff. This is it's your foundation. So imagine building your house on mud. Nobody would do that. They'd build their house on a foundation. So your business is no different. You want to build your business on a foundation. Who are you helping? How are you helping them? Okay. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.